Welcome back to FDUnights.com here with head coach Eric Teepe. I'm Phil Pocket for another installment of the FDU Women's Soccer Report. Coach, 1-1 last weekend for you guys, a win against Stony Brook here at University Stadium and a tough loss down in Florida Gulf Coast on Sunday. Let's go back to the win first. What did you see from your team's performance that allowed you guys to get the 2-1 win over Stony Brook?
Well, I think it was a continuation of what we've done in the last 4 or 5 games in that we competed well, and I think we settled into a specific style, which was good for us. And I think, we're making strides forward in that sense. And I think, at some point you're going to have some bounces go your way. And I think we finally got those bounces going our way, where I think in the last couple of games they went against us when I felt we could have won or should have won. I think it was a good step, a continuation for us, and obviously getting ready for conference, that was a positive thing. Unfortunately, we weren't able to carry that over to Sunday. I think there was a combination of things, but I just felt that we need to be a little bit stronger mentally because we allowed certain factors to affect how we were going to play. So it was a good step forward, and then I felt a step back. So we got one game left, and see if we can get that going before we start with conference.
Speaking of that one game, it's a contest against in-state foe Monmouth here at University Stadium tomorrow night as we speak here on Tuesday. What is it going to take for you guys to bring that performance from Stony Brook and forget about the one at Florida Gulf Coast to beat the Hawks on Wednesday night?
Well, I don't think we want to forget about the one against Florida Gulf Coast. I think it's a good learning experience about, always being ready to step on the field and be able to compete. I think it's going to be an interesting game tomorrow because you have two teams that are both in the middle of conference play at that point. We're going to be starting conference play. They opened up last weekend. So I think you may see a lot of players play in the game. So for me, I'm looking for a good, consistent run. I don't know if we're going to be playing anyone a full 90 minutes. So I think we'll get a lot of rotations, but in a lot of ways, I'll use it as almost like a training ground game in the sense that we'll see if we can get our starters a good 45, 55 minutes together playing at a good high level. And if we can do that, then we'll be in a positive frame of mind going into conference. So I think that's going to be the goal going in.
Speaking of conference play, you guys open up here against St. Francis U on Sunday afternoon. What's the message going to be after the game on Wednesday and before the game on Sunday, now that the real season is going to be starting for you guys?
Well, I think that message has already started. I think, the key thing in the conference, because I think everyone in the conference has had some more down results and up. So I think everyone's trying to find their right footing. And I told the team today, look, it's going to be the first one that finds it is going to be the one that pulls away. So I said, our job early is to find a way to get up, find a way to start out of the gate 2-0, 3-0 out of the conference and get ahead of everybody else. You don't want to be chasing this year because I think every game is going to be so closely contested that I don't think anyone's going to run away with anything. So the more points you can get early, the better it's going to be. And it starts with St. Francis. And, that's a team that's made the tournament countless years in a row. I think they've started 6 years in a row, 2-0. So that's going to be a challenge on itself of finding a way to break that streak on them and start a positive streak for us.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time this week. Knights fans, don't forget you can come out to University Stadium on Wednesday night for when the Knights take on the Hawks of Monmouth, and again on Sunday afternoon for when the Knights host the Red Flash in both teams' NEC opener. Stay up to date with all FDU Knights women's soccer news at FDUnights.com.